Good morning. It's July 17th, 2008. I'm Mark Moran for Finding Dulcinea, bringing you another On This Day feature. On July 17th, 1918, Tsar Nicholas II of Russia and 6 members of his family were brutally executed in Russia. Here to bring you the whole story is our star crime reporter, Erin Harris.
Thank you, Mark. Nicholas II was a member of the Romanov dynasty, which had ruled Russia for 300 years. But when Bolsheviks came into power in 1917, they overthrew him and exiled he and his family to Tobolsk, Russia. They later relocated the family to a small house in Ekaterinburg, Russia, which was further from the capital. In 1918, the Bolshevik leader Lenin, fearing that counter-revolutionaries would try to bring the Tsar and his family back into power, demanded that Bolshevik forces storm Ipatiev House and execute the entire family. So on the eve of July 17, 1918, Bolshevik forces brought the family into the cellar of Ipatiev House and murdered them with bayonets and revolvers. The Bolshevik forces later went on to establish the Soviet Union, which lasted until the 1990s.
So, Erin, I think what most Americans know about this family and their executions is what happened to their bodies and some conspiracy theories, if you will, about that and whether or not, in fact, they were all executed. Is that right?
That's correct. The Bolsheviks actually hid the bones to try to cover up the murder afterwards, fearing that the revolutionaries would have something to rally around, a symbol to bring back their Tsar. And the bones actually weren't discovered until 1979, and up until that point there were dozens of Romanov pretenders who claimed that they were the next in line to the throne. The bones actually weren't even identified by DNA testing until 1991 to belong to the Romanov family. So even up until that point, people continued to pretend that they were members of the family. One of the most famous instances was Anna Anderson. A lot of people pretended to be Anastasia, which was the Tsar's youngest daughter. In fact, last year, after the first bones were identified in 1991, 5 of the 7 family members, the remaining 2 children's bones were found in 2007 and identified earlier this year. Meanwhile, in 2000, the Russian Orthodox Church blessed the family as passion bearers, which is the lowest rank of saint.
It's a very interesting story. Thank you for listening. You can read a lot more about this story and our other On This Day features at findingdulcinea.com. Thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow.